Dark waves crash against sharp rocks. A thick fog rolls over the bay. Just 1.25 miles from San Francisco lies a fortress surrounded by icy water and impossible odds. Welcome to Alcatraz, where America's most dangerous criminals were locked away and where escape was supposed to be impossible. But was it? Let's go inside. Before it was a prison, Alcatraz was already a fortress. It began as a military citadel in the 1850s, defending the West Coast from invasion. By 1909, concrete replaced crumbling brick, turning it into a military prison. But in 1934, in the depths of the Great Depression and the rise of organized crime, Alcatraz became something else. A federal penitentiary designed not to reform, but to contain. And the location was no accident. Frigid waters averaging 50 degrees Fahrenheit, treacherous currents that could pull down even the strongest swimmer, and rumors, yes, rumors, of man-eating sharks. There was only one way onto the island and no way out. Alcatraz wasn't overcrowded. It held a maximum of just 336 inmates, far fewer than other federal prisons. Why? Because this place was built for the worst of the worst. Escape artists, gang leaders, violent offenders, and daily life? It was robotic, cold, designed to break your spirit. Wake up, 6:30 a.m. Count. The first of the day. Every inmate had to stand silently at attention inside their cell. Guards moved slowly, counting each prisoner by number, face, and cell location. Mess up once, you could lose privileges. Mess up twice, you might end up in solitary. But that wasn't the only count. There were as many as 13 head counts per day, before and after every meal, before and after work duty, before lights out. Sometimes even in the middle of the night, guards would shine flashlights into your cell, verifying you were still there, still breathing. After count, breakfast in total silence. Then work duty, laundry, kitchen, sewing, or the glove factory. More counts, more silence, more rules. Cells were tiny, 5 by 9 feet. Just a bed, toilet, and sink. Talking during meals? Forbidden. Visitors? Only if you behaved for months. Letters? Heavily censored. And if you stepped out of line, there was the hole. Solitary confinement. Weeks in total darkness. No sound, no human contact. Some men went in angry and came out broken. Alcatraz didn't just confine your body, it crushed your mind, one count at a time. They called Alcatraz the end of the line, because if you got sent here, it meant no one else could handle you. Al Capone, the most feared gangster in America, thought he'd run the prison the way he ran Chicago. But here, he scrubbed laundry, played banjo, got stabbed in the shower. George Machine Gun Kelly, bank robber and kidnapper, tried to fake insanity. It didn't work. He was too smart and too dangerous. Robert Stroud, the so-called Birdman of Alcatraz. Hollywood made him a sympathetic genius. Reality? He was a violent, paranoid killer. He never kept birds here, only grudges. And then there were the escape artists, men who saw cracks in the walls, men like Frank Morris. But we'll come back to him. Over 29 years, 36 men tried to escape Alcatraz. Some were desperate, some were clever. None were guaranteed a second chance. 23 were caught alive. 6 were shot dead. 2 drowned, their bodies recovered, frozen and bloated. But 5 were never found. The most infamous escape attempt, June 11, 1962. Frank Morris, John and Clarence Anglin, 3 men with nothing to lose and everything to prove. They spent 6 months planning their escape, dug through their cell walls using stolen spoons, created vent covers from cardboard, built a raft and life vests from 50 stolen raincoats, and fooled guards with dummy heads made of plaster, soap, and real human hair. When guards opened their cells the next morning, the men were gone. Officially, they drowned. Unofficially, a letter surfaced in 2013, allegedly from John Anglin. It read, "I'm 83 years old and in bad shape. Yes, we made it." The FBI never confirmed it, but the case remains open. Let's imagine, for a moment, you're trying to escape. You'd have to dig through 6 inches of reinforced concrete, climb a maintenance shaft in total silence, traverse a rooftop patrolled by armed guards, slide 50 feet down a utility pipe onto the yard, and swim 1.25 miles through bone-chilling currents. At night, without being seen, without making a sound. And if you're caught, not just solitary, the hole. Still think you'd make it? Now for a quick break from cold cells and tighter rules. Stuck in the system? Don't wait for a jailbreak. LegalZoom helps you handle business before it becomes a sentence. Use this code for 10% off site-wide. Links down below. Because even on the rock, the smartest men planned ahead. Let's jump back in. Alcatraz wasn't just surrounded by nature's wrath. It was a man-made fortress, 12 guard towers with overlapping fields of fire, floodlights that turned night into day, 13 counts per day, every inmate, every hour, metal detectors before they were mainstream. No blind spots, no mercy, no excuses. Step outside unauthorized, and the silent alarm would sound. Escape wasn't just difficult, it was suicide. By the 1960s, Alcatraz was falling apart. Saltwater eroded its plumbing. The buildings cracked and crumbled. The cost? $10 per inmate, per day, 3 times the national average. On March 21, 1963, the last prisoner boarded a boat and left Alcatraz behind. The prison was closed, but Alcatraz wasn't finished. In 1969, Native American activists occupied the island for 19 months, claiming it under treaty rights. They were eventually removed, but the protest left a lasting scar. Today, Alcatraz is a museum, a ghost of America's dark past. Over 1.5 million visitors walk its halls every year, imagining the lives it once held. Alcatraz is more than a prison. It's a symbol of fear, of punishment, of the human need, and the cost of control. Did anyone escape it? Maybe. But no one ever escaped its shadow. Because once you were on the rock was on you. Subscribe for more deep dives into history's darkest corners. And remember, some walls are built not just to keep people in, but to trap the ghosts they left behind. If you want to support the channel and get something useful in return, check out the affiliate links in the description. Every click helps us keep bringing you stories that matter.